All right, we're going to look at now this other activity. So in this one, first thing you need to do is you need to go to this website, the Census at School. So I'm going to go to that website there. And when you're on this website, you're going to go to the random sampler. We're going to select a sample of 100. We're going to do all states. We're just going to do 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. We're going to leave the gender as is and the collection year as is. So just like what it says right here. So back here on this website, I'm going to click Submit Query. It's going to give me this option to download the data. I'm going to download the data, and then I'm going to save the file. So the file gets saved in my downloads. I'm going to come into my downloads, and I'm going to open up the file. When I open up the file, I am going to delete everything but these two columns. So I'm just going to highlight all these columns right here. There's a lot of data here. So this one right here, so I'm going to go through here. I'm just going to go up to Edit, Delete. So delete those ones, and then I'm going to highlight the rest of those ones. I'm just saving those two right there. I'm going to go up to Edit, Delete. So I just have these two columns right here. What I'm going to do next is I'm just going to copy this. So I'm just going to highlight these two rows. I'm just going to do Apple C or Command C. So now there's like a line dashing around it. I'm going to go into that same Google Sheet that I was working on before. I created a new sheet called Text Messages. I'm going to go up to the top here. I'm going to press Command V to download everything in there. I want the text messages sent yesterday to be the explanatory variable and the text messages received to be the independent. So this is the X, this is the Y. I'm going to sort the data because right now I have some blank rows in there and that's just going to mess up things. I'm back in my, sorry, I'm going to go back to the Google Sheet. I'm going to sort it because I have some blanks in there. So to sort this, right now it's highlighted. I'm going to go over to data and I'm going to sort the sheet. I'm actually going to do Z to A because it'll keep this label up at the top there. So then what if you notice here, if I scroll down here, I have nothing, all those blank rows are at the bottom. I'm just going to quickly look through here and make sure everybody has a value. So this guy doesn't have a value right here. So for this other one, this will mess things up. So I'm going to just delete that row. So I'm going to edit. I'm going to delete that row. I'm just going to go up again. So I'm good. All right. So I have values that go from row 2 all the way down to row 90. All right, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add this Excel minor analysis tool pack. So I'm going to go up to add-ons. I already have it, but since you won't have it, you'll go to get add-ons. Just type in Excel minor, press enter. Mine says manage because I already have it. Yours should say plus free, so just click on that. So you'll download that. Once you have that, you'll come back up here. You'll go to add-ons and it'll say an Excel minor analysis tool pack, and I'm going to hit start. So it's going to open it over here. I'm going to go down and find the one that says linear regression. All right, so the Y's, I said I wanted the received to be the Y's. These are in column B. They start at 2 and they go all the way down to 90 in mine. It'll automatically, when I click on something, it automatically fills in where my cursor is, so I'm just going to type over it. So I'm going to say B2 to, actually I'm going to use the label, so B1 to B90. And my X's are an A1 to A, you want to make sure that that doesn't get typed over, A90. I'm going to label here, confidence level, the output, where I want this outputted. I'm going to have it just outputted, I'll have it outputted next to everything, so I'll just say I want it in D2. It'll start there. I'm going to click on residual plot, standardized residuals, line fit plots, and normal probability plots. And then I'm going to click OK. All right, so what this has done here for me is a couple things that are going to be important to you right here. So we're going to ignore this ANOVA stuff. We're not doing the ANOVA right now. But when we come down here, if we look down here, this right here is stuff that we've seen before, like when we looked at Minitab output. So here's my intercept. So that's the intercept right there, that coefficient. There's my slope. It gives me some standard error, which we'll actually talk about in Chapter 12. It gives me the test statistic, which we'll talk about, and it gives me a p-value as well, which we'll talk about. So there's the information I need to write my equation. I can also look over here and I get a couple of things that are too extra for me, but I get this r squared right here. So if I want to get the r, so if I just want the correlation, I can just say equal, I can do the square root, and I can go over here and say the square root of that. So there's my correlation. So those are the pieces that I need. And then all you're going to do is go into that Google sheet that I shared with you, and you're going to add this information. Just a couple other things they give you. So down below, they gave you also the output. They calculated the residuals for you and some other things. They gave you the predicted ones. So these are the predicted. There's residuals. So it gives you some of that output. It gives you this output for the normal probability plot. So that's kind of thrown off a little bit, the normal probability plot, because of the that one outlier there. This one is your scatter plot. Now again, we have those weird outliers there, so that's looking kind of weird. So that line fit plot. This is the residual plot. It's not too bad. It's hard to see because of those weird outliers. We could take those out. I'm just going to leave them in right now. Probably those outliers are definitely, where's the outliers right here? They might be strengthening my correlation a little bit because they're just another point on that line. I could take them out if I wanted to experiment. I'm just going to leave them in for now. And that is it.